Hello there, it's me, earthmanbrick, and welcome to another post-apocalypse. And this is one that's been created from voting. Oh yes, elections, politics, all that stuff. Oh, it can be very divisive. One team wants one thing, another team wants another. It's all split between the different parties and different wills. And yes, we are the ones that deal with the fallout. Every time, it seems like no matter who you vote for, we lose regardless. Oh, it's terrible, and everything's blown out of proportion. Some people literally become Hitler, and others just, I don't know, get a free pass sometimes. I mean, it just seems to be the state of affairs. Some people would call it a dumpster fire, and here's one I've made earlier. This is our little dumpster fire. So we've got a smoky, smoggy little dumpster here that we've scratch built, and I've just filled it with various gubbins, just old bits of corrugated card and things, just lots of pre-painted offcuts that I thought, yeah, I can throw that in there, it'll save me time painting the whole thing. And it's based on our original dumpster design here. I'll put a link in the video for that one below. But yes, it's got a lid that you can open and close freely. So yes, I use the same exact principles and molded pieces to make this one. But for the fire, this stuff here, which, let's face it, if I, oh no, I'm burning! No, I fooled you, I'm not really on fire. I mean, this isn't going to fool anyone, but I mean, it's just meant to be a proxy anyway. So that we just, you know, if you're playing a game or whatever and it's in the post-apocalypse and something blows up, you've got fire, which would stop most other enemies, scare them off, or I don't know, you could use it and gamify it in any way. Oh, and here's this other other one I made as a kind of a mimic. I'm just going to put him there. I like that guy. And yes, so how did I make these flames then? Well, we know how to make the bin, but the flames was just hot glue on a baking sheet of paper. You just spray it on and shimmy it back and forth, and then you can just peel this right off without any problems whatsoever, because the baking greaseproof paper works an absolute charm with your hot glue, doesn't it here? And then what to do is to then take the scissors and just kind of zigzag cut up and down, so something like this. And you would just try and make it as relatively uneven as possible so it starts to resemble fire. So you end up with lots of pieces that are kind of something like this. Now I know they don't look quite like flames yet. That's because the next step is that we rattle can spray paint them white and then start hitting them up with some colors. Now the colors I used here, I was told I did it the wrong bloody way around. It's meant to be yellow at the bottom and then red, orangey up the top and things. Oh, and I also tried putting on a yellow sweetie wrapper on the thing, and that just makes it more noisy. So you can actually get the crackling effect of flames, if you want. But if you find it annoying like I do, then you probably don't want that. Oh, I also made some burnt up protesting signs. There we go. It's an anarchy symbol. What's this one? Rebel! Oh yes, you must rebel against the state, because the state aren't going to mob you with, police state goons with their riot shields and superior weaponry and whatnot. Yeah, they're not going to... You're not going to feel any repercussions for protesting, that's for sure. But yes, my good buddy Rob, he showed me how to paint flames properly and not crappily like this. And it seems like the trick is to, once this is painted white, to use these sorts of colors. Neon ones, fluorescent. Yes, because these ones, if you hit it up with the luminous yellow, it gets really proper bright. And you still have a little bit of light, almost transparency there because of the hot glue being a relatively clear medium. You can see the shade through it anyway. And then just sort of hitting it up with the orange from the top down. And then what the real trick is to hit it with white. You know, just little bits of white right at the bottom, absolute white. And then what I find is the absolute finishing touch is just to go on the underside and hit that with black. And that's what I've done with these ones here. And then I've just ever so lightly dry brushed on some black just up on the top. And I think that looks a right treat. So we can have a proper, more realistic, I know it still looks cartoony and crap, but again, that's my kind of aesthetic and style. I wasn't expecting to have full, well, I hope you weren't expecting to have full, proper, realistic frames, but it's about as good as I can do, so I'm happy with that for now. There's another flame there. So yeah, you could have it, all various parts all on fire, and create all sorts of modular flames. So it looks like a proper post-apocalyptic nightmare. And yeah, you can use them as markers and such like. But yes, that's all I've got for you today. So, thanks again for watching. But most importantly, make sure you check out Rob's video on how to paint flames down below. Sorry, Darkroom Minis. Because yeah, he goes into incredible detail and his stuff looks bloody amazing. So amazing that he's getting accused of his flames being photoshopped, which is absolute madness. Can you believe it? Can you even Adam and Eve it? Yes, mental. I would never Photoshop anything, that's for sure. Anyway, thanks again for watching, and bye.